Hey guys, it's Max. What's going on? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about 7 promising projects and altcoins to keep under your radar this week and their potential in the future and what it might mean for the coin price today, guys. So make sure to like this video, subscribe, and comment your thought below if you enjoy the video. Now, 7 promising altcoin projects actually to kick off for 2021. Now, many crypto investors have actually been waiting several years for this to happen, but experts have called it a new altcoin season is upon us. Now, after seeing record inflows to Bitcoin, followed by a surge in Ethereum, where it outperformed Bitcoin, we can actually now expect investors to start directing part of their funds into other large and small cap assets. Guys, however, even in a surging altcoin market, some assets will always perform better than others, and this is the objective of this video, is to actually teach you which have a better potential. Now, as you're training, which one will outperform the market is where fundamental analysis comes into play. And so project with strong chance of gaining a user adoption and lasting the long term offers some of the best chance of healthy return. Now guys, in this video we're going to talk about 7 picks for altcoin project that I believe and based on other analysts offer plenty of room and promises for growth in 2021. Now the crypto grace is showing no sign of slowing down, and after a record-breaking start of the year for Bitcoin and Ethereum, altcoins such as Litecoin, Stellar, and Cardano have rallied behind. Now many speculated that the Bitcoin bubble would burst at the beginning of this year and sending negative ripples across altcoin market and triggering a mass sell-off similar to 2017. But what's funny is that it was the exact opposite which actually occurred. Now, pick a public domain stories such as Dodge Ride to the Moon and Tesla's recent 1.5 billion investment into Bitcoins have only been good news for altcoin, with the global attention on Bitcoin raising market awareness and around other tokens. And there are plenty of people who feel like they're late to the Bitcoin game and accordingly turning their attention to altcoin. As a result, thankfully, the continued interest in cryptocurrency has led guys to some exciting alternatives to Bitcoin. And this is where I think we can benefit most, because Bitcoin has obviously risen a lot, and I believe that altcoin are the next big thing, because with so many available, I'm going to try and identify the altcoin project that actually shows the most promises, and that can be tricky unless you know what you're looking for. And that's where my research and financial analyst Luis Ariano comes in. He's an MBA economist and management that's done management alongside for more than 15 years. He has experience in industry and has helped build expertise around macroeconomic stocks and emerging market, guys. Luis believes, as well as I do, that the crypto market has never had so much promises. And he said that altcoins have typically rallied behind Bitcoin during bull run in the past, but there are lots of innovative altcoin projects that actually have future potential to actually outpace the growth of Bitcoin in the coming years. And so what's interesting noting is that there is a growing interest in cryptocurrencies from retail investors, and the adoption of new crypto models from financial institutions has actually created the perfect environment for this to happen. And with larger section of the economy currently recovering from the damage inflicted by the COVID-19 pandemic, now altcoin projects and blockchain technologies are perfectly placed to accelerate the market movement towards a digital future. And so that's important to note, because that's what will help these altcoin projects to actually take off. And so these are 7 altcoin projects to look out for 2021, with the first one being Elrond that was launched on mainnet in 2020 as a blockchain platform that offers a very high transaction speed of up to 100,000 transactions per second, thanks to its unique sharding mechanism. Now, many other solutions simply shard the network into groups of nodes to process transactions specific to their shard, guys. However, this Elrond takes a more holistic approach called adaptive state sharding, and it groups nodes into shard and the transaction actually in blockchain data, taking into consideration the number available nodes and the level of network usage. And guys, this approach dramatically increases throughput without actually compromising on decentralization. And this is where the project for me of Elrond actually has much potential and value, because the value of Elrond token with EGLD recently surpassed the 1 billion in market capitalization, and the platform has over 90,000 active accounts, over 2,000 validators on the network, and has onboarded 115 businesses and startups to build decentralized application, guys. However, it's important to note that the project team isn't stopping there, outlining ambitious plans for 100 days of hypergrowth in 2021 and aiming to onboard a future onboard a further 1 billion users. Now, the second one we're going to look into is Refinance. Refinance is a DeFi landscape which has exploded over the last year, with the total value locked and the numbers of application increasing exponentially. As a result, and somewhat paradoxically, this sector of open finance has many more barriers to entry for newcomers that even its traditional counterpart. Now, therefore, guys, Refinance was conceived as a cross-chain DeFi operating system for newcomers wanting to explore decentralized financial opportunities, and it aims to democratize access to DeFi by keeping the technology separate from its user experience, creating a more beginner-friendly environment where users don't actually have to understand all the inner workings to participate. And so the project actually offers several features to users, and it serves as a liquidity aggregator and yields engine that offers smart lending, but also borrowing, staking, and mining services. So it's great in terms of opportunity it offers, and it's already teamed up with Menta Network to incorporate the liquidity from Menta DEX. And so the Reef token provides several benefits and utilized, including government participation, staking, yield distribution, and it also acts as the currency for paying fees. And this leads me to my third altcoin to look at, and that is BlueZeal. BlueZeal is a decentralized data storage network for blockchain that is now based on application. And until now, dApps have been limited in what they can use in terms of blockchain technologies. But with token issuance and transaction taking place on a chain, while storage of data relating to the dApp is kept off chain. And the reason for this is that it's prohibitively expensive to store data on the blockchain like Ethereum. Therefore, most developers can use centralized storage solutions such as AWS. But however, it means that dApp's data doesn't actually benefit from the security and censorship resistance of blockchain. And so BlueZeal overcomes this problem by with an actual interoperable, a decentralized database where participating nodes provide their storage capacity to the network, and in return they're entitled to a share of fees paid by those using storage fees that are far more competitive than those charged by centralized data storage company. And so this is why, for me, BLZ token, which can be used to access the BlueZeal ecosystem, is already available on leading exchange. And for me, it has so much potential because BlueZeal is due to launch on mainnet on February 3rd, and the project has already established a collaboration with the Web3 Foundation to provide services to dApps developers on Polkadot. And this leads me to the fourth altcoin, and the fourth altcoin is Clover. Clover is a Polkadot parachain offering an all-in-one DeFi platform that's backed by BitHub Global, and it's open for developers to contribute to models and application, which will allow reducing the need to repeat the efforts to recode the same functionality across different applications. Now, along with the open platform, Clover is also planning to launch several in-house applications with standard features such as decentralized token swaps, but also lending and a wallet. And the CLV token is a utility and a governance token used for staking and participating in decision regarding the platform. Now, CLV token holders are also eligible for a share of fees that is paid by users of the platform. Although, guys, the project has backing from BitHum, Clover is intended to be an open ecosystem that will actively seek to work with other partners, and those including exchange outside of BitHum, and BitHum will provide a custodial solution for cross-chain transaction where on-chain transfers are actually not feasible. And for example, guys, Clover is compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine and enabling trustless two-way pegs between ERC20 and DOT assets. This leads me to my fifth altcoin, and that is no other than Elasto. Now, Elasto is built as a secure, tamper-proof, decentralized operating system for the internet. It acts as a layer between decentralized application and the internet, and so therefore, guys, applications aren't exposed to the risk of malicious attacks that come with internet connectivity. And so furthermore, the users must verify all communication, ensuring that the app can't connect to any untrusted source without explicit consent. And so the platform, guys, already operates a main chain and serves several side chains dedicated to providing solutions for the apps. And the main chain take care of trust, security, and payment. And with the ELA token, which is merge mined with Bitcoin and has over 50% of Bitcoin's hash rate, there's also a digital identity side chain and an EVM. Now, that EVM is compatible, that are known as compatible smart contract side chains, and Elasto's recently joined Hedera, Hashgraph, and Consensus as part of an exclusive group of blockchain projects working with the World Economic Forum. And so those are just big news because dubbed the global innovators community, the group aims to achieve global changes using technology. And this leads me to the sixth altcoin to look out, and that is Rocket Vault Finance. Now, Rocket Vault Finance is an innovative project that is using artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithm to actually manage investors' funds for consistent return. Now, users participate by putting their funds into an automated smart vault, which monitors hundreds of cryptocurrencies assets across a global exchange, including Binance and Uniswap, and it identifies the tokens that have upside potential and those that pose a potential loss risk, and it continually rebalance invested funds, taking profit at optimal level, and profit are actually put into a treasury smart contract that's programmed to pay out to investors each quarter in stable coins. Now, a portion of profits is also reinvested to leverage the effect of actually compounding, and the project team has been testing the technology for over a year, and states that investors can expect 100% API on average based on tests. Now, retail investors can benefit from low fees by holding the RVF token, providing a utility that ensures a portion of the token supply that always remains actually out of circulation. Now, Rocket Vault Finance will launch in public beta during the first quarter of 2021. And this leads me to my seventh altcoin, and that is Orion Protocol. Now, Orion Protocol is a liquidity aggregator that is aimed at collecting the entire liquidity in the cryptocurrency market into one place. Due to its rapid growth, guys, the cryptocurrency market have actually grown into a very fragmented market with liquidity spread over 100 or even thousands of trading venues. Furthermore, guys, the most liquid platforms are still centralized cryptocurrency exchange, requiring users to trust their funds to a small handful of people. And so therefore, guys, Orion Protocol aims to solve this problem and to pull all the liquidity on centralized and decentralized exchange into one decentralized platform. And as current liquidity aggregators such as 1inch only pull from decentralized exchange, Orion occupies a currently unique position on the market with a first mover advantage. Because, guys, Orion Protocol is decentralized, it's also non-custodial, meaning that users don't have to trust any intermediary with their funds. And last summer, guys, for example, the project raised 3.5 million in a token sale, dubbed the most successful in 2020. And Orion Protocol has already launched its Orion terminal, known as a B2C offering, and it will soon launch a B2B portal and a price oracle. And so these are my 7 altcoins that I keep under my radar for 2021 that I think have great potential upside in the future. And so these, again, are just my recommendation. They're not financial advice, so make sure to do your due diligence and look into and make research about these. But I hope you guys found this video valuable and you actually gained some value out of this video. And please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thought below if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.